Alright, yeah, guys, what is up? I'm coming at y'all with another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle, and this one is going to be against... I can't remember his name, hold on, and I'll pull that up. But yeah, I found a new way to record, and... yeah, it's just... I think the quality's better. If you guys like it, hit me up. But the guy's name is Say Hello to the Misses. I mean, it might have been a girl, I'm not really sure, but yeah. So far, I just ice beamed the Snorlax after he switched out from Donphan, and I went into my Deoxys. So he body slams me, and Deoxys is a beast, so it does absolutely nothing. And he gets leftovers, I get leftovers. He comes into a fresh, is Togekiss, and I go for the Toxic to give it a shot and see what happens. So, fresh gets Toxic, and my Deoxys is just out there standing tall. I figured he had the Shadow Ball or something, or why else would he come out to it? So I switched into my Jolteon because, you know, that was the best thing I had at that point. Because I really didn't think I figured Jolteon could take one and then dish out some decent damage. So I go and I go for the Thunderbolt instead of the HP Ice. After looking at it, I really wish I would have went for it. Like, as soon as I hit Thunderbolt, I realized I should have went for HP Ice, and I just didn't. I really don't know why, but, you know, I'm not really too worried about it. It would have probably helped me out a lot and made this a lot shorter, but I just didn't think of it at the time. So, oh well. So, now I got into my Porygon Z because I was going to use the Ice Beam to try and take it out. So, I upload the special attack, and he goes with an Earth Power, and that don't take me out at all. Like, that kind of was disappointing. I kind of figured it was going to do a decent amount more than that. And so he switches out into his Max, the Arcanine. Sorry about that, my camera was being retarded at that point. But he sends out Max, and I go with the Ice Beam to give a little bit of damage. I really would have hoped it did more, but, you know, it didn't. What can you do? And I'm just trying to get this camera to work right for you guys, but it's just not seeming to work. So, yeah, he goes with a close combat, and now he's got the 6-5 lead, and yeah, I figure my stupid hand just got in the way, but I figure with all that going down, I'll be able to go into my Hitmontop and use a Bulldoze to take it out, because anything this thing's got, Hitmontop's a defensive wall, so yeah, he'll be able to take it pretty well. And he sends in his Dusknoir when I go for the Bulldoze, because I think he thought I was going to go for a Fake Out and then like a Match Punch combo, but no, I just went straight for the Bulldoze because I figured it was going to go down anyway. Here, I kind of make a mistake and I go into my Deoxys, which really wasn't that big of a mistake. He was the best thing. I had to take a Will-O-Wisp. I really wasn't thinking about the Will-O-Wisp, but, you know, I just didn't want to see my Hitmontop take like a Shadow Ball or something in case it was like an offensive set. Which, you know, that's probably not going to happen, but I didn't want that to happen. So he goes back out to his Togekiss as I go for the Toxic, which was a horrible play for me. But it's still, like, he still did, like, yeah, it didn't really help him or hurt him any. But here I see I'm burned, and there's nothing I can really do. And I think he figured I would have switched out there. So I go and I set up the Stealth Rocks this turn. He gets off a Shadow Ball on me next turn. I think right here he's going to go for the Shadow Ball. If it's next turn, last turn, I really don't know. I'm not really thinking too much right now. Yeah, so he goes for the Shadow Ball, and I am like, holy balls. Like, I mean, I knew Togekiss didn't mess around with +2, but I really didn't think it was this bad. So yeah, my special defense drops, and I set up the spikes to get a little bit more damage off on it, and plus, you know, I had 2 HP left. I'm not too worried about living anything. So the burn, I don't think takes me out. I live with like 6. No, it takes me out, of course it does, you little whore. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, so I go into Jolteon, and Jolteon, like, I don't even know what's going on. Oh yeah, I go for the Volt Switch to get switching to see what he's gonna do, because I figured he would go back into the Shaman and I could go right out to my Togekiss and take him out. But, you know, I see that he goes into that thing, and I'm like, ball sack, because that's not going to affect. He rapid spins, gets everything off that Deoxys just set up, which kind of made me sad, but not really. So here, I go for the Aura Sphere, he goes for the Ice Shard, and that does not as much as I thought, so I decided to stay in and just take this thing out with Aura Sphere. I'm pretty sure right here, after seeing this damage, I figured it was going to be 2 hits, so I wasn't worried about it at all. I knew I could take at least 2 Ice Shards, and maybe, depending on damage, a third one. So I was fine with that, and I knew Togekiss was going to get taken out anyway. Well, I thought it was, but I'm really glad that it didn't. But yeah, even if it was mid-max, I would have still took it out, so it was a safe play either way. And I have Roost on this set, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. If he would have got hurt too bad, I would have been able to stop and take it out. Okay, so here, I go back into my Jolteon, and I'm pretty sure Jolteon gets taken out with an extreme speed, and that was completely a misclick on my play. I meant to go into my Hitmontop to take the extreme speed, but it just didn't work out the way I thought it was going to work out. So, yeah. I go into my balls, and my balls is out there, just showing off. He goes into his fresh, and here I'm glad I racked up on the extra damage, because this close combat probably wouldn't have took it out if it was at full health, or even half health like it was before, like in green HP before the poison hit. So I let the poison do its job, and then he did his job. Okay, here I see that Arcanine would definitely take me out with Fly Blitz, so I go into Hitmontop to see what he's gonna do, and he goes for extreme speed. But, you know, if I would have thought about it, I'd have probably stayed in there and took the Arcanine out with the close combat, but I just didn't want Arcanine to die, or my Heracross to die, so I switched out. And I go for another Bulldoze, and I think, maybe, yeah, I go for the Bulldoze to see how much damage I can get on this guy. And it really wasn't too much. Like, 2 Bulldozes only did that much, that's not very good. So my balls comes out again, and here I figure, you know, Night Slash, it'll do decent damage. So I hit it with a Night Slash, and right here I was like, oh, that's gonna be a 3-hit KO. But no, this fag has the freaking Will-O-Wisp like a little whore. And yeah, so he Will-O-Wisps, Will-O-Wisp, I don't know, he does the freaking fire thing. And he gets a burn on me, and seeing that I was like, frick, what am I gonna do now? So he's Bane Splits, and I just kind of sit here and look retarded because I keep Night Slashing and Night Slashing and Night Slashing. So yeah, he gets that, whatever that move was, I can't even think of what that's called, but he gets that off right now, and it leaves me with 1 HP. I get one more Night Slash off, and I completely take it out. Wow, I don't get to take it out this turn, he takes me out this turn. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so I send out Confetti because I figured Confetti could do some damage to it. And I roost up here, and I think he just goes with a seismic toss. Like I said, I haven't watched this video forever. This was last night, and I was tired as balls. Yeah, he goes for the seismic toss, and that did like 100 damage, like always, and it didn't really bother me that much. So I go for the air slash, and I take this Dusknoir out. Or Dusclops. Dusclops, yeah, it's a Dusclops. So yeah, I take the Dusclops out, and I get my leftovers. And he sends in his Snorlax, and I Aura Sphere to see how much it does. And yeah, you guys can see that was not too satisfying for me, and I didn't want to see Confetti die. So, sorry about that, guys. I got a really bad cough. I came home from school sick today, so yeah. But I go with another Aura Sphere. Because, you know, at this point, I was like, you know what? Confetti, if you die, you die. But here he rests, and I was like, oh my god, here's a perfect chance for me to take his, what is that thing called? Snorlax out. Because I knew the confetti could probably do it, but I didn't know how soon he'd be able to do it. So I decided just to switch out and go into my Hitmontop and use the Mach Punch, Match Punch, and just keep using the Match Punch until I killed it. So he gets off a Sleep Talk here, and I'm pretty sure this one body slams. No, this one's the one where he cursed, so it didn't hurt me, so I was really happy about that. So I didn't get hurt, and I go for the Match Punch, kind of sad because he got a +1 defense, but, you know, I wasn't really too afraid of it. I just start Mach Punching this thing, Match Punching this thing, sorry guys. Yeah, but I keep Match Punching it until it dies, and that's pretty much straightforward. He body slams a couple times, and then he wakes up. He would have definitely beat me. Get the frick out of here. Oh my god, guys. There's a bee trying to sting me. What a little whore. But yeah. So, yeah, this is really straightforward. Here he goes for the sleep talk and he wakes up. And, you know, that was an epic fail there. But whatever. I guess he thought he had another sleep turn or something. Or didn't realize it was only 3 turns sleep during rest. But whatever keeps him sleeping at nighttime. So, yeah, he body slams me, and, you know, I'm okay with the damage that I'm taking to the damage that I'm given comparison because, you know, right here, I got lucky. I get the crit. Sorry about that, man. I don't really know what I could have did. So, yeah, he, gets to paralyze here, and this was a really critical move in the game. I knew if I got paralyzed, I was gonna lose because, yeah, I have 2 guys left, and there's not really much I could have did with just a Togekiss, but luckily I hit and it makes me happy. Sorry that bee keeps bugging me and I'm about to go kill it, but no, I'm not going to. So he Flare Blitzes here, and I see he has a Flare Blitz, so that makes me really happy. Because I know if I can get Togekiss out there, I might be able to outspeed it, but I'm not really sure. But I knew that if I could get him to switch into his Shaman, I could take it out and it would be at least a draw because I really didn't think I could win at this point. So I decided to roost here. Luckily, so happy that I roosted because he switched. And yeah, so the roost here, it gets me back up to full health. He hidden power. I don't really know what hidden power he was running. I really didn't care. I just seen that it didn't do like -2 damage. So I hit it with the air slash and I take the shaman out. And this part of the battle made me so freaking happy. Like I'm not even playing. So he comes out into his max and it's his last guy versus my last guy. And if he would have went for the close combat here, I would have lost. But he goes for the Flare Blitz. And at this point, I'm like, oh, frick, Flare Blitz is probably going to take me out, and I'm going to be doomed. But no, I live with 6 HP, or 16 HP, and he fades from the Flare Blitz. So, yeah, rate, comment, sub, guys, and that is a good game to say hello to the misses. Thanks for battling. Maybe we'll do it again someday.